class will.
Ken, we've talked about roughly 9, 10, 11 kids so far tonight. One that will not be on the floor this season, and we're hoping to get a chance to talk to him in an interview sometime early this season, and that is Luke Maddox. He was projected by Coach Mitchell to be the starting point guard, suffered a very severe leg injury along with an arm injury in the football playoff game at Fort Campbell. Talk a little bit about him here on the Caldwell Medical Center injury report.
Yeah, well, Luke is a kid that, he's waited for his time, Dennis, and it's so frustrating for him, I know. I mean, he's waited for, 4 years to get this moment when he gets to start in the basketball team, and he, again, is a really, really good athlete. He's also a good basketball player. I mean, he's got some really good skill in the game, and he can play. He can handle the ball. He can shoot well. He's a quick kid. He's a wonderful defender. And I just hate it for him. It's probably going to be a long shot to get back, but, who knows? He might recover enough to get back toward the end of the season. I'm just not sure, though. We'll see. We'll see. But he's a loss for us for sure.
Yeah, a quality kid, and hated to see that happen. Injury report is brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the field. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Let's talk a little bit about the injury to Pax Akins. You mentioned it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, but nothing that will keep him out. Got probably an elbow to the head in the JV contest at Murray the other night. They put staples in now instead of stitches, but it should be good to go.
Nothing but a flesh wound.
There you go.
If you watch Monty Python, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
12 minutes before we tip this one off between Hopkinsville and Caldwell County here at the Cab, home opener for Caldwell County. I do want to take a minute before we go to our next break, Ken. They revived the cookie walk today out at the experiment station. A huge crowd went out after school with patients. My granddaughter took her out. All kinds of cookies, great turnout. Hope they raised a lot of money. One thing I was missing and looked so forward to was Mrs. Pressler, because in years past when it was at First Baptist in the activity center there, she made the absolute world's best cookie, and I'm going to give that title to her. It was a butterscotch cookie, and there are none better than Miss Pressler's. She wasn't there. She was going to be a little bit late. We had to get ready for the game tonight. She sent me some down to the broadcast booth tonight.
I'm looking at them right now. You might not want to turn your head. I might have to take one of those.
We're going to break one of those out, and I'm going to prove to you later on tonight that is the best cookie you have probably ever tasted in your life. And thank you, Mrs. Pressler, for sending those down tonight to the broadcast booth.
I believe it.
10:50 before we tip this one off. We'll take a break and be back on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show.
Overspending on everyday items?
Is that a trick question?
Every dollar counts at our house.
Hello?
The Big Deal Store is your go-to for incredible savings.
Sounds like a lovely spot.
We believe in supporting local and helping you save big.
So nice.
Everything you need from your favorite local vendors at unbeatable prices.
Oh,
The Java Table, Joshua Tree Boutique, Our Daily Bread in Eddyville, Bella Marie Boutique.
Shop smart and support your local businesses at the Big Deal Store.
I'm happy to.
Start saving now.
I save big every
With
time.
Big Deal Store at WPKYonline.com.
Our guys roll down the highways and the byways of the Bluegrass to bring you the coverage of your teams
view on all the sports
and your
allows me
athletes.
to follow other sports while I'm actually coaching mom.
For their biggest moments,
Daily sports analysis.
we are there.
It keeps me updated.
With more picks, more video, and more stories.
My recent games and pictures of me playing my sport.
But no page limits or fees.
It's a good exposure for my school.
Award-winning coverage is always found
SportsEdge.com.
at yoursportsedge.com. Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements at Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Let's
Let's mingle and jingle in Cadiz. This 2-day shopping extravaganza is November 15th and 16th and continues to grow each year. The first 200 people will receive Love Local goodie bags filled with great swag, coupons, and more, thanks to presenting sponsor FNB Bank, teaming up with the Trigg County Chamber of Commerce and WKDZ WHVO to sponsor the event. Be sure to register at any participating location for a chance to win a $250 grand prize. Mingle and jingle till you drop November 15th and 16th in Cadiz, Kentucky.
Kentucky Fried Chicken wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Back into the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs. Give them a call if you need anything done with driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Here's to building a successful year, Tigers, from Travis Construction and Concrete. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker with you on the pregame show here tonight, getting set for Caldwell County and Hopkinsville here at the Cab. Ken, Caldwell County comes in at 1-0 on the season. Hopkinsville lost their opener to Ohio County by 1 point, so they are 0-1 into tonight's game. Talk to Coach Mitchell about little things that he wanted to try to do tonight. Usually when you play Hopkinsville, you face two things. You face size and you face speed. Looking out tonight at the Hopkinsville squad, not a lot of size on that team, but still very quick. We saw that in the JV game. Coach Mitchell is wanting to kind of keep Hopkinsville off balance tonight. He wants to change defenses, but he said number one key is to control the turnovers, not turn the ball over and get rattled by their full court pressure.
Well, that's what hurt us in the first quarter against Murray. If we had had a reasonable first quarter, we would have beat that team by 15 points at least. We turned the ball over 9 or 10 times in the first quarter, and that's what got us down a little bit. Then in the second quarter, we had 2 turnovers, and we actually took the lead in the second quarter. So I think Chuck's absolutely right. If we can control the ball, they're probably going to press us. Hoptown usually does. They're usually got some quick guards, but I think we'll be able to do this. Again, Dennis, looking at this team, losing to Ohio County, looking at what you see warming up, we've got a golden opportunity tonight. Most of the time going into that Hoptown game, it's a struggle. But I think this team has a golden opportunity tonight to maybe get us a win here tonight.
That's a great segue, Ken, into my next point, that Caldwell County generally, when you face a team like Hopkinsville or one of the bigger schools like that, you have to be reactive. Coach Chuck Mitchell doesn't have that attitude tonight coming in. When you talk to him, he's excited about what he has. He wants to dictate how we go tonight, and he said he wants to get up and down the floor with Hopkinsville.
I think we can, Dennis. We have enough depth to do that. We can run, and use your depth to the advantage, and the way you use it is you get out and run. And you shuttle fresh guys in that can put defensive pressure on those guys and move the ball up the floor. I tell you, I think much like last year, we're better when we're on the edge of turning the ball over. When the game gets a little ugly, that's when we get good. Watching that Murray game, we struggled a little bit in our half-court sets. I think a lot of that was getting those football guys acclimated. But, again, we struggled with the half-court sets. But, boy, when we were running fast breaks, we were putting, 8, 10 points up in 30 seconds. It was quick. And it was a very, very effective. But you're on the board, like I said, your hair's on fire. You're on the borderline of turning the ball over every time you get it. But it worked out well for us against Murray. And I think if Hoptown gets in a game where we're running up the floor, that might be an advantage for us. Now, most years it wouldn't be.
Right. This is something new for Coach Chuck Mitchell with this boys squad. He's got depth, like you said. He's got some quality players, got a good starting 5, 6 deep early on. So it's going to be, can Hopkinsville stop us instead of the usual, can you go in and stop Hopkinsville?
And the other thing, too, the big X factor for us is I just don't know that they have a lot of kids that are going to match up with Jay. He is 6'7", and, number 31 for Hoptown, that's Jordan Burse. He's a pretty tall kid, good-sized kid, but he's not as tall and long as Jay for sure. And so,
nowhere near the quickness we saw him in the JV game tonight, not taking anything away from Mr. Burris. Jay Darius is another level player.
Absolutely, Dennis. He's going to be up there in that top 5, probably career scoring leaders when it's all said and done. And for him, after really playing just 2 years so far, is pretty impressive.
Ken, the last point I wanted to make here in our last segment of the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show, you start talking about a deep squad. It's not just on offense. You're thinking about bringing fresh players in. Defensively, You're going to bring fresh players in, but you're also bringing in another 5 fouls to use up over the course of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If we start getting in foul trouble, we've got guys that can come in and give us meaningful minutes. And whereas maybe last year we didn't have that, Dennis, to be honest with you. We got a few guys in foul trouble. We were in trouble because we didn't have guys that could fill that role. But I would tell you, our guys coming off the bench are just as good as the guys that are starting. The guys that are starting may have a little more experience on them, but those guys coming off the bench can play.
And I talked to Chuck Mitchell about the strengths of this team. Most coaches go straight to offensively, here's my strengths. Chuck said that a lot of the strength on this team is defensively. They close out extremely well, and then they block out well. They're not going to give up a lot of offensive boards.
I mean, that's it. That is so important in the high school game, is to put a body on somebody and box out. And we, why do so many guys struggle with that? I just don't understand why so many high school teams struggle with that. But, when you have a team that's maybe undersized and you block out, you can rebound. I mean, you can get there. It's effort. It's all it is effort. And we've got a lot of good defenders on this roster. When Jay feels like he wants to really get after on defense, he is as good as anybody. Luke Parker's a really good defender. You can put him on a big guy. You can put him on a guard. He can guard a lot of different positions, which is helpful. Cade Rowland, Colin Whittington are all good. Colin's got quick hands. Cade the same way. Excellent help side defense from Cade. And so, that starting 5, then you start getting to the next guys, Ari Wells, Cam Spice, Cam Wilson, all those guys, Pax, all those guys are really, really good defenders, and we can press people. We can put some pressure on the ball.
2.5 minutes before tip-off. Let's take our last break here on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. We'll come back with the opening prayer, the opening tip, and game time coming up next here on WPKY.
Overspending on everyday items?
Is that a trick question?
Every dollar counts at our house.
Hello?
The Big Deal Store is your go-to for incredible savings.
Sounds like a lovely spot.
We believe in supporting local and helping you save big.
So nice.
Everything you need from your favorite local vendors at unbeatable prices.
The Java Table, Joshua Tree Boutique, Our Daily Bread in Eddyville, Bella Marie Boutique.
Shop smart and support your local businesses at the Big Deal Store.
I'm happy to.
Start saving now.
I save big every
The
time.
Big Deal Store at WPKYonline.com.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements. The Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Welcome back to the Cab, getting set for Caldwell County and Hopkinsville, home opener for the Tigers tonight here at the Cab. Time now for tonight's pregame prayer. Holy God, thank you for another night at the gym. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the court tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Both teams coming to the bench, getting set for the starting lineups. Tonight, Caldwell County, of course, in the home white with the gold trim. Black jerseys, black shorts for Hopkinsville with the red lettering. 3 veteran officials here tonight, Ken, on this one. So this one's going to be a good one. Coach Mitchell is getting his team set. We'll have the national anthem coming up in just a few seconds. National anthem is brought to you by Morris Construction, the area's trusted name in home improvement and construction for over 20 years. Whether you're building a new home or upgrading your roof, they have the expertise to handle your project with care and professionalism. Morris Construction, they don't just get the job done, they nail it. Both teams are on the sideline getting ready for tonight's national anthem. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker with you on the call tonight. Randy Sullivan giving the customary announcements before the game. And we will get set for tonight's national anthem. After that, the starting lineups.
Rise for the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem completed, and Randy Sullivan turning down numerous requests to go ahead and start singing it tonight from the folks behind us, Ken.
I'm glad that music started, Dennis.
Starting lineups now for the Hopkinsville Tigers visiting. They'll start out with number 1, Jonathan Hart. Number 3, Jay Bradley Jr. Both of those are, Hart a senior, Bradley a junior. Number 4, DeAvery Ramey, another senior in the starting lineup. Number 22, Leighton Giltner, a sophomore. And number 44, not on our roster, so we will get
Jonathan
Jonathan Level.
That's what I've got here, Dennis.
Got 44 on that. That's one of the numbers they changed in the pregame, so we'll change him to 44. Jonathan Level, a freshman. For Caldwell County, it is Luke Parker, the senior, leading the Tigers out tonight. Pax Akins wears number 2. He's a freshman at the point. Cade Rowland, three-point threat all the time. Leader of the team, big J. Darius Wilson. And last but not least, number 10, Colin Whittington, who Ken playing his first season without Carter in a uniform beside him all the way up from Little League. So this is going to be a new experience for Colin this season as well.
He may not be getting talked to as much. Play defense. Throw me the ball. Stop talking. I mean, if you know those boys, I'm speaking complete fact here.
Oh, those kids are awesome. No telling how many golf balls I bought back in the day from them when they dug them out of the creek at the golf course. Tip is up. Hopkinsville controls it. We are underway. Caldwell County starts out in a zone. A 3 on the way by Hopkinsville. No good. Quick rebound. J. Darius Wilson tried to get it up court. Slipped out of his hands. Turnover Caldwell County. Hopkinsville back down the other way with it. Hoptown going from right to left on your radio dial early. 2-3 zone by Caldwell County. Coach Mitchell said he wants to switch these defenses a lot, try to keep Hopkinsville off balance tonight as much as possible. It's Level, swinging it to the corner to number 3, Bradley. Inside it goes, inside out. Head fake, ball tipped on the floor. Rowland had a hand on it. Shot up by Hopkinsville, no good. Bounces out of bounds off of number 3, Jay Bradley Jr., and it will be Tiger basketball just underway here at the Cab. No score with 7:17 left to play in the first quarter.
Hoptown's going to run a half-court press here, 1-2-2 press for Hopkinsville.
It is Akins breaking the press, getting it to Whittington. Back to Akins. Akins open for 3, fires it up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Hart for Hopkinsville. Hart up the floor to Level. Level at the top of the key, swings it over, 3 off the mark by Ramey. Rebound Hopkinsville. Out to Level. Level pulls it up top of the key, swings it right side, this time to Hart. Hart's 3 is no good. J. Darius Wilson with his second rebound of the night. Caldwell County quickly back up the court. Parker back out to Whittington. Whittington got in midair, changes his mind, swings it top of the key to Rowland. Rowland to Parker. Parker shoulders in. Free throw line high, dumps it off to Akins. Akins, nice entry pass to Wilson, who makes a kind of a circus shot up and in, some contact, but no foul on the play. And Caldwell County out in front in this one, 2-0. Corner it goes, back out to Level. Level with a long 3, no good. Tip out front. Great job by Akins, tips it on up over half court to Rowland on the run, and Rowland lays the ball in for a Farmers bank shot off the glass. Heads up play by Pax Akins, Ken, at half court to tip that ball on over. Another steal out front. Akins with it. Goes up, shot up and in. Pax Akins with the Farmers bank shot again.
What about it?
Quick 6-0 run. And only a little bit gone, a little over 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Caldwell County throwing the shutout. And it's going to be Hopkinsville with the timeout called. We'll keep it right here on this one, Camden, and tell the folks about our great timeout sponsors this season. Our friends at U-Ride. U-Ride, a quality pre-owned vehicle you can trust from people you can trust. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride, your used car dealer before, during, and after the sale.
Yeah, Dennis, what a start. I mean,
perfect.
You see now what Pax can do. I mean, he's such a quick-hand kid. Just tip that ball out, and, Cade's moving. They're running the break. Like I said, I think we can run with these guys. Even out of that 2-3 zone, we can still run with them with those two guards up front.
And it's not going to take long for your seniors behind young Pax Akins to start trusting him and his decisions with the way he's played against Murray and also early here tonight. Pass inside was errant, picked off by Parker. Parker quickly to Whittington. Whittington swings it across court to Parker, and Parker had number 3 all over his back. That's Jay Bradley Jr. First foul of the game called on Hopkinsville.
Yeah, we got a matchup issue with Jay down low. Number 22 is giving up about 5 inches of height there, Dennis. All we got to do is get it down to Jay on these couple of half-court sets. We struggled on a half-court set against Murray a little bit.
Hopkinsville man-to-man. It's Whittington backing in. Maybe got away with a walk, puts it up, and gets a friendly bounce. Falls through for Colin. 8-0, Caldwell County with the early lead. 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Level at the top of that 2-3 zone. Bounce pass inside to Giltner. Giltner back to Level. Level contested shot in the lane. No good. Parker clears the glass for Caldwell County. Gets it back up to Whittington. Thought about the 3 instead. Dumps it off to Wilson. Wilson takes it right to Giltner's chest. Again, Ken, a lot of contact. No foul on the play.
Yeah, well, I like it, Dennis. Let them play a little bit. Let's have a good old-fashioned game here without all the stoppages, This is their veteran crew here. They're going to let them play a little bit.
Caldwell County with 10 points. 3 of those buckets on Farmers Bank shots. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, your home of the Tiger debit card. A wild 3 by Giltner. Airball. Parker with the rebound. Caldwell County quickly back the other way. Pass went into the corner, but Akins had a foot on the sideline.
Yeah, Pat's got a little jumpy there, ran out and just hit that sideline with his foot, unfortunately.
Almost halfway through the first quarter, Caldwell County tossing the shutout right now, 10-0. They're going to stay in this 2-3 zone.
Now, why not?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's absolutely right, Dennis.
Bradley out front.
Hands up,
left
boys,
side,
hands up.
Into Giltner. Giltner had a couple of Tigers around him, gives it up for a 3-point shot by Ramey.
That's how you rebound. Thank you, Jay.
Jay Darius strong on the boards for Caldwell County.
Backdoor
cut. Akins off the glass and in.
How about that little backdoor look for Pax Akins there? Just caught Hopkinsville sleeping there on D a little bit, and Pax took advantage of it.
Great vision by Colin Whittington to hit that one in stride to Akins. 12-0 run to start out for Caldwell County. A 3 on the way, top of the key is good. That gets Hopkinsville on the scoreboard. Jonathan Level, the freshman, with the 3. 3:22 left in the first. Akins, left side, down to Jay Darius. Jay Darius up, has it blocked, gets his own rebound. Battling 2 players, goes up strong. Has it knocked away. They are going to let them play, Ken. That's evident tonight because there was a lot of contact on that one. Level with a shot just inside the left elbow. 12-5 now, Caldwell County. A quick 5-0 run by Hopkinsville. They bring the pressure back with the press. Caldwell County breaks it. Akins again on the sideline.
He's got to realize where he is on the court, Dennis. I mean, that's twice he's done that. Hey, realize where you are here. Keep your head down. This court's painted pretty well. We can see where we are here. So hopefully Pax will shore that up a little bit. That's just 2 turnovers we shouldn't have had there, Dennis. And we can't do that, Well,
just some freshman mistakes. That's how he's going to learn that much quicker. Into the corner to Hart. Hart, pull-up jumper off the mark. Parker, another rebound. Jay Darius now out front, driving the lane, goes up in between 2 people. No good, but fouled on the play. Big J is going to step to the line for 2 shots. Free throws this season brought to you by our friends at Goodwin Insurance, a locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Goodwin Insurance, a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Jay Darius Wilson, first free throw is good. And we're going to have Torrey Hammett of Goodwin Insurance with us on a game soon, Ken. He won the radio auction opportunity to broadcast the game, and he also wants to talk about the West Kentucky Hoops Classic as well. So we'll be having Torrey on in the near future. Second free throw good. Caldwell County's lead back out to 9 at 14-5, 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Tigers led at one time 12-0 to start out the quarter. Shot inside, no good. Big J, another rebound. That's one of the reasons he's double-double, Ken. Snatched that one off with authority. Whittington cut off on the baseline. Swings it to Akins. Akins jumper from the free throw line off the front of the rim, no good. Hoptown Tigers quickly back the other way. Hart from the corner buries the three. Hopkinsville trying to make a run to get back in this one after being shut out for the first half of the quarter. 14-8 now with about 1:45 left to play in the first. Whittington left side, down low to Jadarius Wilson, off the glass, no good. Tip up and in. Jadarius, a man amongst boys on the inside tonight against Hopkinsville. A bump from the side. We'll see if they get Rowland on that. I think they will, and not Jadarius. It is going to be on Cade Rowland, his first and team first. Substitutes for the Tigers coming in, number 23, Dalen Lander. And also number 14, Cam Spikes into the ball game. Along with number 11, Cam Wilson. So 3 subs in for Coach Mitchell here in the last minute and a half. 3 off the back of the rim by Hart, no good. High for the rebound, Jadarius Wilson.
Yeah, that's how you rebound, Dennis. I mean, I tell you, he's really been aggressive on the boards tonight.
Drive, left-hand shot, just short. Rebound to Hopkinsville, shot no good. Offensive board by Hopkinsville. That shot no good, but a foul on the play will send number 12, Jayon Bass, to the line.
I like Jay going to the basket, Dennis. Let the game come to you a little bit. Let's don't try to just, we're not going to score. We don't have a 10-point possession. Let it come to you a little bit. Let's set some things up. Just take a breath, and it's going to happen. I mean, He's got the advantage there, but, there was a couple guys sunk down. He was trying to go over all of them, so he's going to get a little better with that.
Bass steps to the line and makes 2 free throws for number 12. 16-10. Hopkinsville has cut what was a 12-point lead in half, and they'll bring that 1-2-2 pressure about 3/4 court. Mitchell Phelps into the ball game for Caldwell County. Now Lander with the basketball. Back to Phelps. Up to Spikes, up to Wilson. Wilson drives baseline up and in. Nobody stepped over to stop Cam Wilson. He put it up off the glass and in.
That was a great play by Cam. He knew what to do with the ball when he got it, And that was a nice play by Cam.
Gets called for a cheap reach in on the inside.
I think that was a reach in. I think they probably would have called that. He went over his back, Dennis, and I think that's where they got that from. That's all right, Cam. Shake it off.
Cam will come out. Checking in is going to be number 22, Ari Wells. New to the program this season, looking for big things. Coach Mitchell raves about Ari Wells and his physical play inside. Mitchell with the block on the shot from the corner. Stays Hopkinsville basketball. 45 seconds left to play in the first. Level with a 3, wide open on the left wing. Level got open and buries it. That was 18-13.
That was a breakdown, Dennis.
Tigers have Lander pinned up. Lander got it away. Over to Wilson. Wilson pulls up for the 14-footer. No good.
Once again, Dennis,
with the board.
He needs to settle himself just a little bit here.
Yeah, with the time left, you want to work that around. Go ahead and use that clock up.
I mean,
Hopkinsville bails us out with a bad pass on the other end to turn it back over.
Jay just needs to let that game come to him. Once again, I mean, he's such a great player. Let it come to you. He's going to get there.
Hoptown pulls the pressure off. Caldwell County will walk it up with 14 seconds left to play. Double team out front. Lander saves it from being over and back. Gets bumped out front. Now down to Phelps. Phelps with a lot of pressure. Picks it up. Steps over the line. Hopkinsville really brought the pressure against the reserves in for Caldwell County right now.
1.8 seconds. Let's see if we can give up a 3 here. We did it all year last year.
Last year it seemed like every game. You're right, kid.
I'm going to jinx us. I mean,
hopefully we've exercised those demons since last season. We'll see. Level fires a 3 at the buzzer. No good. After 1, it's the Tigers up by 5, 18-13. Back after this.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Santa sleigh stops are making their way across our community. Don't miss a chance to shop local and save in the Big Deals store. While supplies last, you get your big deal today from the Country Barn Garden and Farm Market.
Merry Christmas!
Shop local and save local with Santa's Sleigh Stops.
Visit our website and start saving now on the Big Deals page.
Penny Royal Hospice wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
All right, welcome back to the Cab as we start the second quarter. Tigers leading 18-13. This second quarter is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. They just celebrated their 6th anniversary under the ownership and management of Pam and Hab Haberlock. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. Cozy Living Furnitures and Boutique. Everything a home should be. Now back to Dennis Stevens.
All right, thank you, kid. Caldwell County had a 12-0 lead with about 4:15 to play in that first quarter. Hopkinsville ended the quarter on a 13-6 run. Tigers have the ball first to open the second quarter. Inbounds play is Whittington up and in, and the foul.
Yeah, Colin just ran a little curl there, and Cade Rowland threw the lob up there. Colin did a little double pump and got the basket for the Tigers.
Starters back in except for J. Darius Wilson, who's going to get a breather. It's Jack Roach in for him. Goodwin Insurance free throw for Colin Whittington is good. Lead back out to 8 at 21-13, just underway in the second quarter. That first quarter went by fast, Ken.
Yes, it did, Dennis. And we gotta box out and rebound here because our best rebounder on the bench right now.
It is Hart off the back of the rim, no good. And
there we go.
The rebound you talk about. Hopkinsville with the offensive board. Shot up on the inside, no good. Tip in by number 3, Jay Bradley Jr. And that is exactly where we are missing right now. J. Darius Wilson, corner 3 on the way. Parker off the front of the rim, no good.
That was Cade Rowland.
Rowland on that one. Hopkinsville with the board and back the other way. Hart in the corner, gets cut off. Level goes out front, wants to drive. Pulls up just inside the free throw line, dumps it off down low to number 22, Giltner, who takes it up off the glass and in, 21-17.
Yeah, Cade Rowland gambled on a steal, and we got behind us a little bit there.
Now it's Parker in the corner. Nowhere to go. The Caldwell County will swing it back around. Whittington at the point. Colin brings it right side, gives it to Akins. Akins stays low with left-hand dribble. Back out at the top of the key. Wanted to go inside to Roach. Ball gets loose, and a jump ball is called as Roach and Hart hit the ground. Big J coming back in, and Jack will come out of the ball game. 6:34 left in the first half. Hopkinsville has battled back to trail only by 4, 21-17. Level at the point for Hopkinsville. Freshman out front. Caldwell County staying in that 2-3 zone going into the second quarter. That's all Caldwell County has shown so far tonight. Tip inside. Hopkinsville tracks it down in the corner. Up and in is Bradley Jr. 2-point lead, Caldwell County, 21-19. Akins drives left side, gets cut off, swings it back out. Whittington will try a 3. That one didn't get a friendly bounce. Defensive board by Hoptown. And steal on the other end. Whittington stepped into that pass. Saw that one coming the whole way. Colin able to pick it off. Now the lane opens up. Colin, left-hand layup.
Yeah,
it's like the Red Sea party. We both had the same thought.
I think Colin was as surprised as anybody was when that did it, and he just took it to the hole and got a cheap 2 there for the Tigers.
He got to the top of the key. Everybody left to go guard somebody else, and everybody forgot about Colin. J. Darius, outlet pass off the rebound to Akins. Akins to Whittington.
Right there, post him up.
On the logo, wants to drive again, a little pick and roll. Rowland follows it up, tries a three. Good job by Rowland to follow that pick and roll up. Now steal on the other end by Jay Darius. He'll find a guard, gives it to Rowland.
We may have got away with the shove there, Dennis. I'm not.
Rowland loses it at half court. Now he's on the ground with it. And it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow will stay with Caldwell County.
It's getting a little dirty here, Dennis. We need to just settle down and run our sets and get into our sets here and not try to do too much.
The game here in the second quarter is taking on more of a hectic feel, it looks like, for the Tigers.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jay post up down low and get the ball on the block instead of trying to drive in, you know.
Rowland inbounds into the backcourt to Whittington. 4:45 left to play in the first half. Whittington again drives, step back, thought about the three, pulls it back to J. Darius Wilson, double team, swings it out to Akins. Akins threads the needle on a pass inside. Wilson up and in, and the harm. J. Darius will step to the line for a Goodwin Insurance free throw, and Hal Pax Akins got that pass through that many arms. It was about three players, but he threaded it.
I mean, that was a really lucky break for us. That should have been a turnover. Pax put it in there, and Jay, and like I said, that's a better look for Jay, to get the ball down low and do his thing down low rather than trying to drive in, Dennis.
Wilson misses the free throw. Hopkinsville with the rebound, back the other way. Pass, swing pass to the far side. Ramey, a little runner, no good. Rebound falls right into the hands of Wilson, who's well on his way to a double-double tonight. May have it at the end of the first half. Whittington cut off on the baseline, gives it up to Parker. Parker buries a three-pointer from the left side.
That's what we need. Little corner three by Luke. Nice job kicking it out by Jay. Good job by the Tigers. Good ball movement.
19, a three to try to answer, no good. Rowland with a free throw line rebound. Pulls it up to Whittington. Whittington, a long three. Little heat check, no good on that one. Giltner with the board. Hopkinsville on the offensive end with Level. Caldwell County 2-3 zone. They've had that from the tip tonight. Level, jump stop, shot in the lane is good, and the foul. Jonathan Level, the freshman. A couple of pretty quality freshman point guards in this game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Pax and Level, and Level just took the ball right down the middle. I mean, he's about 5'7" at best. Just took it right down the middle, had a little jump hook, and we couldn't defend it there, Dennis.
Free throw up to complete the three-point play. 28-22, 3.5 to play in the first half. Akins with the basketball, gives it to Parker. Parker at the top of the key, wants to drive left side, turns it around, back to Rowland. Rowland underneath Wilson. Fadeaway jumper over the rim. Hart with the rebound, wants to run for Hopkinsville. To Ramey, dumps it into the corner. Level three is good. Tigers back within three of Caldwell County, 28-25, and even 3 to play in the first half.
And we got to get a little better possessions on offense, Dennis. They're just not, we can't shoot over 5 guys. We're going to have to get better possessions.
Whittington's going to try another three. This one off the back of the rim. High for the rebound. Luke Parker gives it back to the point guard out front in Akins. Caldwell County gets set to check in Dalen Lander at the next opportunity. Akins loses control. Outlet pass though by Hopkinsville. Has to be out of bounds and does. Turnover right back to Caldwell County with 2:31 left to play in the half. Rowland's going to come out of the ball game. Lander in for Caldwell County. 28-25. Little token backcourt pressure. Caldwell County walks it up with Lander. Lander has it knocked loose. Caldwell County turnover out the other way. Up and in is Hart. A 1-point ball game after Caldwell County looked like they were going to roll in this one. Akins answers on the other end with a three on the right wing. Assist to Whittington.
We got to take better care of that ball up on that high point there, Dennis. We just lost the ball there on them,
Yeah, just a little touch and spin move.
Yeah.
Hart. Three is no good. Giltner with the board. Feeds it back inside. Should have been a tie-up, but Wilson instead blocks it. Artavius Moses tried to go up on Jadarius Wilson with very little luck.
We need a strong finish this half here, Dennis. We're up 4 here. Let's try to keep a possession down here, and let's get a good possession on our end. I like what we're doing sometimes, and sometimes I don't, but it's just a,
It is Giltner off the back of the rim, no good. Tip by 2 Tigers. Falls into the hands of Bradley Jr., who went up for the shot. It was partially blocked, but Jadarius got some arm on it too. And we'll send Bradley Jr. to the free throw line.
That's Jay's first foul, so he's not really in foul trouble at this point, Dennis. Nobody on the team really is.
No, it's been a pretty clean game. We mentioned early on there was some contact.
Yeah, it's relatively clean, but
they've let both sides play. Free throw, first one no good by Bradley Jr.
Yeah, we had 2 Tigers had their hand on the ball. One of them knocked it out of the other one's hand, and then they just got a cheap look there. And I thought that was a pretty clean block by Jay, actually. He may have got him with the body a little bit, but the way the game's been officiated, I think that was probably a good clean block.
Off the front of the rim this time, Lander with the rebound, goes off his foot. He finally picks it up in the front court, now double teamed.
Yeah, he's just having a hard time controlling that basketball right now.
And got bailed out with a foul on Hopkinsville. That one, I think, is going to go on Bradley Jr. Checking in for Caldwell County is Cam Spikes, and Lander's going to go out of the game. That's something after Lander, one of the football players that haven't been practicing that long. He gets a little feel of that more as the season goes along. I think he'll realize he doesn't have to get as panicky. Inside is Wilson. Bank shot misses.
It was a tough angle, Dennis. He was behind the backboard when he tried to shoot the ball there.
Level, a dump off down low on a nice pass to Ramey. 2-point game with 1:12 left to play in the first half. Little Caesars halftime report coming your way shortly. Akins dribbles out front, does a good job keeping that ball low on the dribble. Gives it up to Whittington. Whittington right side now, top of the key, feeds Jadarius. Jadarius at the right side elbow, back out to Whittington. He'll try a 3, no good. Giltner clears it for Hopkinsville. Under a minute to play in the first half. Level into Giltner, back out to Level, a long 3, barely grazes the rim, but Hopkinsville sneaks under, gets the rebound. Giltner up, no good, rebound again, Hopkinsville. Shot on the way, no good. Finally, Jadarius clears the board for Caldwell County, but 3 offensive boards on that trip for Hoptown. Foul called on the floor on the drive by Akins.
Yeah, Dennis, I mean, we just, they missed the shot so badly we couldn't get the rebound. It was one of those shots, had a long carom a couple times there. Watch this out of bounds play here, Dennis. We've got a couple of really good plays Chuck's put in here on some curls here. Watch this play. I think we'll get us a good one here.
Our low block. It's the curl looking for Parker. He was open for a second.
He was there.
Instead goes into Wilson, misses the fadeaway jumper from the left elbow. Hopkinsville with a chance to tie or go ahead at the half after trailing 12-0 out of the gate. Level off a screen out front to Ramey. Ramey drives it in, has it blocked. Ball still batted around. Whistle blows to stop play. And I don't think the shot counted. We'll see what they did. Time expired. The ball did go in. Foul is going to be on number 22, Giltner.
Two shots.
I'm not sure where is that the 5th foul of the quarter? 3 fouls now on the post player Leighton Giltner. Again, I'm not sure that there were 5 fouls on Hopkinsville to come down and shoot free throws on the other end. Akins walked down to the line like they are going to give him free throws.
Well, it'll probably be Luke shooting. He went over Luke's back, so I wish Pax would have stayed there at the free throw line. Pax is a good free throw shooter.
So apparently there were 5 fouls on it. It's going to send Luke Parker to the line for some Goodwin Insurance free throws. Half a second put back on the clock.
Well, we'll take it, Dennis. I mean, we'll take it any way we can get it. We need to knock these free throws down here and go in with a lead. I mean, we really gave up a 12-0 lead there. I mean, man, that was a
first 4 minutes, basically all Caldwell County.
Our offense just got stagnant, and we just took some bad shots, honestly.
First free throw is good for Parker. He will get a second Goodwin Insurance free throw. 32-29. Ball in the air. Nothing but net. 33-29. Half a second. Hopkinsville throws the baseball pass at the goal. No good. At the half, it's the Tigers 33 and Hopkinsville 29. We'll take a break and be back with the Little Caesars halftime report next.
Adventure just got better at West Kentucky ATVs.
We're moved to our new location on Highway 62 West in Princeton, just a mile past Walmart, with a trusted lineup of pre-owned ATVs and a new range of parts, accessories, and services. We're ready to enhance your riding experience.
Gear up for your next outdoor journey with the people who know adventure. Keep watching for new inventory and stay updated on Facebook.
West Kentucky ATVs, here to power your journey. Ready, set, ride!
Overspending on everyday items?
Is that a trick question?
Every dollar counts at our house.
Hello.
The Big Deal Store is your go-to for incredible savings.
Sounds like a lovely spot.
We believe in supporting local and helping you save big.
So nice.
Everything you need from your favorite local vendors at unbeatable prices.
The Java Table, Joshua Tree Boutique, Daily Bread in Eddyville, Bella Marie Boutique.
Shop smart and support your local businesses at the Big Deal Store.
I'm happy to.
Start saving now.
I save big every time.
With Big Deal Store at WPKYonline.com.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Santa sleigh stops are making their way across our community. Don't miss a chance to shop local and save in the Big Deal Store. While supplies last, you get your big deal today from the Country Barn Garden and Farm Market.
Merry Christmas!
Shop local and save local with Santa sleigh stops.
Visit our website and start saving now on the Big Deals page.
You Ride hopes you'll ride with the Tigers and Lady Tigers all season.
Welcome back to the Cab and into the Little Caesars halftime report. Ready to level up your game night? Make Little Caesars your first stop. Their mouth-watering pizza starts at just $6.79. They'll have your crew cheering before the game even starts. Don't leave out a fan favorite, the Crazy Bread Combo. Best of luck this year from Little Caesars. Go get them, Tigers. And I can't tell you how many times Bob Hayes and I rode down the road with a stop at Little Caesars on the way to road games over the years. That is a great thing, great way to start a night of basketball. At the half, it's Caldwell County leading Hopkinsville 33-29. Tigers got out of the gate great tonight. First 4 minutes, they held a 12-0 lead, and Hopkinsville battled back with a 13-6 run to close the quarter, Ken, but a great start by the Tigers. It looks like they got hurried up a little bit as the game went along. And we'll talk to Coach Mitchell a little bit about that after the game. But right now, a pretty close game, 33-29.
Yeah, Dennis, their pressure really isn't affecting us. Most of our problems are self-inflicted right now on offense. I think that, we have a little bit of poor shot selection here on offense, particularly in that second quarter. If you look back at the first quarter, we had guys cutting back door. We had guys moving. Everybody was moving the basketball. We got a little bit stagnant, took a couple of long threes, had some bad shot selection down low. By Jay on a couple of possessions, had a couple of turnovers there in that far corner. Those things just sort of added up on us a little bit, and it resulted in them coming back and making it the ball game. I thought it was getting ready to be a blowout here after that first 5 minutes of the game. I thought we're going to blow these guys out.
Well, the one thing about it in the early stages of this ball game, especially early in that first quarter, we had maybe 4 or 5 touches on a possession down on our end of the court. I keep wanting to say field. I'm still in football mode. On our end of the court, Ken. But it seemed like, especially in that second quarter, maybe a pass or two, and then somebody was going to put up a shot. We've got plenty of time, especially when you've got the lead like that early in the game. work that ball around, because Big J at some point is going to be open down low, or Roland or Parker or Whittington's going to have an open three after some time.
You know, and I like the fact that, I like Jay a lot better with his back to the basket, Dennis, on offense. And when he's facing the basket, from the top of the key or from the elbow, he's a little bit less fluid than he is when he's got his back to the basket and he make a turnaround. When he makes that turnaround jumper, he's a lot more effective, I think. The other thing I like to see, when that ball goes down and they collapse on Jay, you've got guys on the perimeter that can knock down the three. Look to get it back out to the perimeter, because those guys are open out there. Colin, Luke, Cade Rowland, Pax, those guys, Cam Wilson, those guys are open on that perimeter. And, a couple times Jay tried to shoot over three guys, and that's tough to do at any level.
Right.
Even if you're 6'7", it's tough to do. And so I think when you look at the film, and as Coach Mitchell makes his halftime adjustments, he'll see that, and he'll talk to Jay about that as well. Jay's having a heck of a game. He's rebounding with authority. He's doing a lot of great things. And I just think if we can shore a few things up on offense, man, we should win this game, Dennis. I think we're a better basketball team than Hopkinsville is this year.
I do too.
You can't say that many years.
Control the boards a little bit better. Control the boards like we did in the first half. I think we're going to be fine. Let's take a look at tonight's stats of the first half. And the stats are brought to you by our friends at Ackridge Farm Supply Ace Hardware, a fourth-generation family business. Ackridge has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since way back in 1933. They have stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve all of your needs. Good luck this year, Tigers and Lady Tigers, from Ackridge Farm Supply. And for this first half stats, I'll turn it over to Ken Parker.
All right, leading the Hopkinsville Tigers is DeAvery Ramey with Jonathan Level with 9 points, DeAvery Ramey with 7 points. And then you have a host of Tigers here, James Bradley with 4, Javion Bass with 4, Jonathan Hart with 3, and Leighton Gilter with 2 for 29 points for Hopkinsville. For the Caldwell County Tigers, they're led, no surprise, by J. Darius Wilson, 10 points in the first half. Pax Akins with 7, Colin Whittington with 6, Luke Parker with 5, Cade Rowland and Cam Wilson with 2 points apiece for the Tigers of Caldwell County. 33 points for the Tigers in the first half. Jay was very active on the boards. I think he may have had 6 or 8 rebounds. Luke Parker had 5 or 6 rebounds in the first half there. So pretty good job rebounding. And when Jay went out, you could tell we struggled on the boards for sure.
Yeah, there was a possession that Hopkinsville had 3 offensive boards while Jay was getting a rest at the start of the second quarter.
Yeah.
So those are things that I'm sure those are things Coach Chuck Mitchell and his staff, he's got a great staff this season too. So they're going to take a look at that, and as the season goes along, they'll know when they can rest him, when they can, and figure that out. But Caldwell County, I just think, Ken, that we do what we did in the first quarter. Pass that ball around, look for some open shots, and patience
and
that
move,
we got away from.
And don't get stagnant. We need to move without the basketball, Dennis. And when you see a team, and I bring up the team from Lyon County last year, yeah, they had some great players, but boy, they moved so well without the basketball. Backdoor cuts, cutting in, firing out for the 3. I mean, just a really fluid basketball team, and that's what we need to do. We did it there in the first quarter. Particularly, I watched Pax go backdoor a couple times, but we need to get that fluidity in our offense going in the third quarter here. Again, this is a game that we're going to look back on this. If we don't get it, we're going to be frustrated with. This is the game we need to get here.
Caldwell County looking to open up 2-0 on the season after a big win over Murray this week by 9. I think it was 66-57. Hopkinsville lost their opener to Ohio County by 1 point, 57-56. Just about 2 minutes before we tip this one off or get this one going in the second half. Caldwell County on the radio again on Tuesday, Ken. This is going to be an interesting game as Caldwell County will take on Union County here at the Cab next Tuesday night. That's part of I won't say a split doubleheader, but a kind of a 3-team doubleheader, if you will. Lady Tigers will play in the opener, but against Fort Campbell in that one. So that's coming up on Tuesday night here at the Cab. That'll be our next broadcast this season. It'll be the debut of a buddy of both of ours, Nikki Dunbar, will be joining us for Lady Tiger action this season. Looking forward to Nikki's debut on Tuesday night.
I think he'll do a great job.
He had to watch his grandson, and we all understand that, play one more game at the middle school level last week. We want to thank Seith Butts for stepping in, and Seith may get a chance to do some more games with us this season as well. Also, we're going to have Tori Hammond on fairly soon. We've got a great lineup in that West Kentucky Hoops Classic coming up later in December, just after Christmas. So a great lineup, some D1 players, some big schools coming in, and we're going to have Tori on to do a game with us and also talk a little bit about those teams and what to expect that weekend in what has become one of the premier tournaments or tournament showcases in Western Kentucky.
Yeah, Tori, like we talked about, Tori does an excellent job organizing that, and I think looking at that Marshall County Hoop Fest, you're not gonna mimic that. You're not gonna get Oak Hill here, but I think you can get some really good talent, really good teams, and it's just a different brand of basketball when you see those big-time D1 athletes running up and down the floor. The court gets a lot smaller, the goal gets a lot lower, and it's pretty fun to watch, I'll tell you.
When teams come in and their starting lineup is 6'6" and up, that is a different look than what we normally see around here.
What are you talking about?
Hopkinsville will get the ball to start the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors. Cozy Living, everything a home should be.
One day I'll get that right, Dennis.
That was on me because I ran us right up to the start of the quarter. Again, 33-29 to start out the third quarter. A quick foul called as Hopkinsville tried to dribble inside that 2-3 zone.
Now, see, Dennis, that's what I'm talking about. That was great help side defense by Cade Rowland. That foul wouldn't have been called in the first quarter.
No.
Now, we need to be consistent. That's all we ask, is be consistent.
Giltner takes the inbound, grazes the rim. That one almost out of bounds. Hopkinsville able to save it, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Jay Darius as Jay Bradley Jr. got the save.
They called Luke on that foul. I'm not sure how Luke. I don't think Luke was in the vicinity of the guy.
We'll take that, though, because only one now on both of those players, so we're in good shape.
And he
that way,
that
but
was a shooting foul?
No.
Oh,
no
my.
He made the jump stop is where the foul occurred as he had the jump stop and the ball waist high. Because that's what I thought it was Jay Darius reaching in to swipe the ball away at that point.
I thought Jay tied it up. I mean, it was a tie-up if you ask me. But
Jay Bradley Jr. sinks the first of two, 33-30. Just underway here in the third quarter. Those are two quick calls, Ken, that you're right. Although they may have been fouled, they let them play a lot more physical ball game in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, Dennis, it was a lot more physical, and hands everywhere, and we had a steal, and then we lost that. That cost us a point there.
Jay Darius clears the board for Caldwell County after the missed free throw.
There he is.
Down low to Jay Darius. Dribbles, backs his way back in, up off the glass. Nobody on Hopkinsville can stop that if he takes the time to work that ball from 8 feet out down to the bunny spot.
That's right. And where did he have his back to? The basket, Dennis. That's what he needs to do the rest of this game. His back needs to be to the basket.
Hoptown working against the 2-3. Giltner inside out to Ramey, and Ramey buries the three from the right wing. 2-point ball game. Hopkinsville man-to-man pressure in the backcourt. It is Whittington. Whittington off a screen at midcourt from Parker. Underneath, ball tipped away and out of bounds. Stays Caldwell County basketball.
Probably a little bit ill-advised there on that pass, Dennis.
It was a bullet, but it was still a long way to go from half court to the baseline.
Half court,
Rowland puts it in play from underneath his basket to Jay Darius. Jay Darius backs his way in, up and in. Unstoppable, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when he's in good position, that's what happens. Let's get a stop here, guys. It's
37-33. Into the far corner it goes. They tried to go underneath.
Oh, that was
Whittington saves it inbounds. Dangerous save underneath their basket, but into the hands of Rowland. Rowland guarded closely by Ramey. Rowland double team to Parker. Parker to Whittington.
Post him right there. Well,
Whittington looking underneath. Lob inside.
Pass.
Wilson. Great pass on the assist. Whittington to Wilson. Wilson put the big paw up, and Whittington hit it right on target.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal entry pass by Colin. The guy was fronting Jay, and Colin put it right over that guy's fingertips, and Jay just had to put the ball in the basket with ease there, Dennis. That was a great play by Colin. It won't go down it'll go down as an assist, but when you got a guy that can do the entry pass like that, and that was one of Carter Whittington's strengths last year, was that entry pass to Jay. Jay's playing a lot more controlled in this second half, and you can tell it. He's just a different player right now in the second half. He's not trying to force the issue. He's picking his spots. He's posting up correctly. Much better job by Jay.
And a way to pass the ball around. We took some time on that last possession when he made the lob in. That timeout brought to you by our friends at U-Ride. For a quality pre-owned vehicle you can trust, from guys you can trust, contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment at U-Ride of Princeton. Back in action out of the U-Ride timeout. Hopkinsville level out front. Bradley Jr. back to level to Hart. Hoptown working against that 2-3 zone. Caldwell County, to my recollection, Ken, has not broken out of that 2-3 zone the entire contest. Entry pass down low, and it is Bradley following the pass inside, got the layup. Parker across the timeline, looking to get it to Whittington. Whittington has it tapped, does get control of it. Pressured very hard. Now Whittington has it knocked away. Drives into the lane. Behind the back pass to Jadarius Wilson. Wilson fouled hard on the play, knocks it away. But Jay will get to the line for 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws. Hopkinsville really amping up that one man-to-man defense, Ken.
Yeah, they came out. Looks like they had a little jolt of adrenaline there on that possession. They were really getting after it man-to-man. We got to protect the ball a little better. We just about had 3 turnovers on the play, Dennis, and then Jay ends up getting fouled. So
makes the first 40-35 with 5.5 to play in the third quarter. We've had more stoppage here in the third quarter, I think, than we did the entire first half. Wilson's second free throw is good. Caldwell back out by 6. They've led by as many as 12. Tigers rush the dribbler as he came across half court, almost got away with the steal. A little twist in that 2-3. Coach Mitchell took the 2 front players on that 2-3, rushed them to meet the ball handler at half court to try to come up with a steal.
Yeah, that's Cade Rowland's 3rd foul, so Chuck's going to give him a breather there, Dennis. Again, just really ticky-tack stuff here, man. I just didn't see that in the first half. It's hard to know how to play when you're getting the differences there.
Yeah, if you come out of the locker room thinking, hey, we're in a battle, it's going to be physical, and then a lot of touch fouls called here in the third. That one halfway down and back out on the 3 by Hoptown. Bradley Jr. up off the glass and in, working against number 11, Cam Wilson. Backcourt pressure by Hoptown. Wilson breaks it, dribbles it up, kicks it out. Akins, open 3, off the side of the rim, no good. Goes out of bounds. Nobody underneath to rebound for Caldwell County, and it's back to Hoptown with an even 5 minutes left to play in the third. That one was an open shot. You like that he went ahead and took it, but nobody underneath after the break for Caldwell County to rebound.
Just didn't have anybody rebounding there, Dennis, but it was a good shot. He had a good look at the basket.
Hart fires a 3. That one up and in. 1-point ball game. 41-40. And Caldwell County loses it out of bounds, trying to get it across half court. U-Ride timeout on the court. Tigers still up by 1, back in 30 seconds.
H&R Agri-Power is your local Case IH dealer. For a limited time, take advantage of 0% financing for 84 months on new Case IH Farm All and Vestrum tractors. Now's the time to get a great deal on a new tractor that works as hard as you. Case IH Farm Alls and Vestrums. Whether you're mowing, baling, feeding, loading, mowing, you name it, H&R Agri-Power has a tractor for you. Stop by and see the team at H&R Agri-Power in Hopkinsville today and talk to the sales team about their limited time financing offer. You don't want to miss. While supplies last, customers must qualify for program with CNHI Capital.
We are back from the U-Ride timeout. Caldwell County's coach Chuck Mitchell not liking how things are going for the Tigers, trying to get it across half court. It's Hoptown ball. Jay was on the offensive end thinking it was ours out of the timeout. Comes down, does get the rebound on the miss by Hopkinsville. Parker across half court. Hand off to Akins. Akins working against Ramey. That's freshman against senior. They've switched that up a little bit from early on.
That's a foul.
Jay Darius pushed away from the basket.
He got him with the body. Man, Dennis.
Jay had the ball on the left block, and by the time he shot that ball, it was about a 10-footer outside the lane.
He about pushed him out of bounds,
Fortunately, stays with Caldwell County. Wilson puts it in play. Parker up strong, fouled on the play. Couldn't convert on the shot.
Make the shot, Luke. I mean, come on, let's go now. We want to finish that shot.
Parker to the line. 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws coming up as Whittington comes over, talks with Coach Mitchell. Luke off the back of the rim, no good. 41-40, 4:15 to play in the third quarter. Parker's second attempt, up and in. 2-point lead for the Tigers as Level brings it across half court. Into the corner, a 3 on the way off the back of the rim, no good. Whittington strong on the rebound. Caldwell County with numbers back. Parker has it, takes it, kicks it into the corner. Akins open 3, no good. Bradley Jr. with the rebound. Now Hoptown trying to run. Bradley Jr. up, in, and the foul. That one's going to be a blocking foul on Whittington. And Ken, that ties the game. Hoptown now with a chance to actually take the lead here with 3:51 to play in the third.
Yeah, that was quite the turnaround there. Missed 3 on our end and a made possible 3-point play with a 6-point swing there for Hopkinsville. You know, Bradley with a nice take. You know, Colin was there. Long Karam on the rebound, and they just took it down the court, had numbers.
6-0 run, now 7-0 run as Hoptown has their first lead of the night at 43-42. Akins breaks the press, gets it across half court, double teamed in the corner, gets it to a trailing Wilson, up and no good. Cam Wilson, that is, gets fouled on the play. Nice job by Cam to come in, trail that play, Ken, and be wide open for the layup attempt, but got hammered hard underneath.
Yeah, Cam was moving that big body down the court, Dennis, and put himself in the right place at the right time. Well, we got to make a free throw here, Dennis. It's 2 missed free throws in the last 2 possessions. It's not winning basketball right there. We got to finish those shots near the basket and make our free throws here.
Free throw falls off. Artavius Moses picked up the foul for Hopkinsville. Second one up and in. Tied up at 43 with 3:40 to play in the third. Cam Wilson packs Akins on the top of that 2-3 zone. Hopkinsville really with some good ball movement. Inside it goes to Moses. Inside out action to Ramey. Ramey is going to pull it back out left wing to Level. Top of the key to Ramey. Ramey drives. Kick out to number 3, Bradley Jr. Jr. goes in. Shot blocked, but Jay Darius. It's going to be Parker on the foul underneath. Jay Darius blocked the shot.
I have not seen either one of those fouls there, Dennis. I mean, they're calling everything here.
That's 5 in the quarter on Caldwell County, so these are 2 shots anyway for Bradley Jr., but Hoptown will shoot 2 the rest of the quarter. Free throw is good. And there's a little bit of a difference here. Hopkinsville making their free throws. Caldwell County struggling on the other end.
That's right. That's a huge difference there.
Bradley Jr. will get his second. Clock stopped with 3:18 left to play in the third quarter. Good crowd on hand tonight for Caldwell County's home opener. Free throw rattles around but drops. Hoptown sets up the full court pressure after the make. Akins has it go through his hands. Couldn't find it, and it goes out of bounds.
I mean, unforced turnover almost there, Dennis. I don't think there was even a lot of pressure on him there. We've got to control that basketball better.
That one just got through his hands. You're right, Moses to Ramey. Ramey kicks it out. Hart for 3, and it's good. Line drive, and a big run here for Hoptown. We had a 42-36 lead. Now it's 48-43 Hoptown. Jay Darius, little jumper, one hand from 6 feet is good. That breaks that run a little bit. Caldwell County still in that 2-3. Moses, down low it goes. Shot up and in, off the glass. You can't let anybody, I don't care if you are 6'7", Caldwell County's defense can't let anybody penetrate that far on that baseline, Ken.
Just got to move your feet, Dennis. Get over there and stop that pressure there a little bit. I mean,
Akins running one-hander, no good.
We got a gift there, Dennis. That was had the ball in his hand, hit the baseline, but we got a gift there.
Level stepped on the baseline, turns it over. Timeout on the floor with 2:18 to play in the third. 50-45. Caldwell County trails in this one. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At YourSportsEdge.com, we strive every day to continue to bring you the gold standard in high school sports coverage with more on your teams and your players.
Where did it show up there?
And while they are not gold, those crystal awards we have won for doing what we love to do are pretty cool too.
That's something you see every day.
The Kentucky Broadcaster's Best Digital Product Award winner. YourSportsEdge.com.
Give it your all this season, Tigers. Good luck from the Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center.
Welcome back out of the U-Ride timeout. Caldwell County now trails by 5, the biggest lead of the night for Hopkinsville. Tigers will inbound with Colin Whittington underneath his own basket. 2:18 to play in the third. All the way out front to Akins. Akins thought about the three, circles it back around, gives it up to Parker. Parker now to Whittington on the backdoor cut, drops it off to Jay Darius, misses the inside shot, gets his own rebound, back up and in. I think that would surprise Jay Darius coming to him. I think he thought Colin was going to go up with that one on the other side of the goal.
You know, he's played with Colin long enough to know that's the play Colin will make. And so, yeah, Jay just got the ball surprisingly there. And the second shot was a lot harder than the first shot was, honestly, Dennis.
Long three, no good by Level. Cam Wilson with the rebound. Akins up, no good. And an offensive rebound is going to be called on Jay Darius. Ripped the rebound away, wanted to go back up. And Coach Mitchell, Coach Cash, neither happy with that call. Big J pleading his case out front.
They called a push, and that was, I would maybe disagree with that, but now every foul's 2 shots, Dennis. That beautiful rule, and we have in high school basketball now. It's just a terrible, it's almost like turning the ball over, you know, when you make a foul now.
It is. I do not like the rule. I missed the 1-and-1 for the strategy part of it late in the game too, but now it's 2 shots. Anytime a team has 5 fouls, Caldwell County has put Hoptown in the bonus, and Level converts the first. 51-47, a minute 40 to play in the third quarter. Quarter seems like it's taken an eternity to play. Second free throw comes out, but rebounded by Hopkinsville. Ramey to Level at the top of the key. Back to Ramey. Ramey wanted to go underneath, deflected, still gets it to him. Now Caldwell County finally with the steal underneath. Whittington, left-hand pass to Akins. Akins baseline, has it stripped away. Ball loose on the floor. Akins able to come back up with it. Pax with the basketball, dribbles it back out. Pulls it up now at half court. Somebody's got to go to it, and that is Cam Wilson. Wilson takes it top of the key, wants to go down the lane, hits the deck. Jay Darius comes up with it, misses the shot, tipped around. Parker ends up with it at the top of the key. Helter-skelter play right now on the offensive end for Caldwell County. Inside it goes to Parker. Nice pass, left-hand shot up and in. Under a minute to go in the third. 51-49. Caldwell County down by 2.
Ooh, that was a hard possession to watch, Dennis. We're just we're a little out of sorts now. It looks like they should be up 10 on us, but we're only down 2. Just get a stop here, man. You know, just box somebody out, get a rebound, get a steal, do something here.
Caldwell County looks like they're trying to match up out of that zone here with 20 seconds left. Hoptown content to hold for the last shot. Now Akins moves out on Level. Parker will match up with Hart on the left side. Level drives, pulls up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound underneath. Moses had it knocked away by Wilson, but knocked out of bounds by Cam.
We just can't get that loose ball, Dennis. We've had a hard time just corralling that loose ball, you know.
Jay Darius went out for the block on Level at the free throw line, left that underneath, opened up a little bit more for Hopkinsville. In it comes to Moses. Moses hands it off. Now the ball's loose on the floor. A tie-up as time expires in the third. After 3, it's Hoptown now by 2, 51-49, back in 1 minute.
Feeling
under the weather? Visit Princeton Drugstore for quick and easy testing. For only $40, get tested for flu, COVID, or strep. And the pharmacist can write you a prescription on the spot. In about 20 minutes, you can have your diagnosis, prescription, and a school excuse without leaving your car. Why wait at the doctor's office when you can get back to feeling better faster? Come to Princeton Drugs drive-thru today and take the fast lane to recovery. Princeton Drugstore, your quick stop to feeling good again.
Learn about your heart health with a simple scan. The Cardiology Clinic at Caldwell Medical Center features a highly trained team of heart health specialists and years of experience in cardiac health and wellness. Our specialists provide a wide range of cardiac-specific services, offering coronary artery calcium testing, stress test, echocardiograms, sleep studies, and more, all right here close to home. To schedule an appointment, visit caldwellmedical.com.
All right, welcome back to the Cab. Tigers down by 2, 49-51. The fourth quarter is brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors. Cozy Living Boutiques and Interiors, 6th anniversary under Pam and Haberlock's ownership. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. Cozy Living Interiors Boutique, Northfield Drive in Princeton. Everything a home should be.
All right, thank you, Ken. Getting set for a wild fourth quarter here in a game that actually we thought Caldwell County might run away with out of the gate, up 12-0. 4 minutes into this one or so. Hopkinsville has battled back. Hoptown is led by as many as 5, I think it was. Tigers get it inbounds. Wilson, left elbow, kicks it out. Whittington for 3, no good. High for the rebound. Bradley Jr. quickly up. His Hart got behind the defense, got the layup.
You got to get back on defense, guys. We got to get back on defense.
And it looks like somebody maybe has a scratch or some blood on the uniform. We'll see what's going on here.
Well, it's not Pax, I don't think.
I'm not sure what the official saw. It is a little spot on the undershirt of Pax Akins. So the sub coming in for Caldwell County is going to be Cam Wilson, the sophomore.
Man, Dennis, we played with a lot more blood on our jerseys than that. That was a little spot of something. I'm not sure what it was.
That could have been a stain from the Murray game.
Who knows what it was?
Rowland will inbounds. Got to get somebody. Takes it over to Whittington. Big baseball pass. Whittington backs his way in, but takes steps. Trying to get that position on that left block. Turnover, Caldwell County. 7:42 left in the ball game. Tigers trying to battle back, pick up their second win of the year. Hopkinsville making it difficult tonight. It is Ramey working that left side, goes in, has it blocked. Moses gets the rebound back. Shot up by Hoptown, no good. Whittington with the board. Still a lot of time, no need to get in a huge rush for Caldwell County. Work that offense around, lob inside. Jay Darius with a great catch, drops it off to Wilson behind the back. What an assist from Jay Darius to Cam.
That's perfect. You know, they had 3 guys around Jay, and Cam just broke to the basket.
Inside out game. Hart with it now, left side for Hopkinsville. Hart to Bradley, they'll work it around. Ramey. Ramey didn't like what he saw. Gets back to the wing. To Hart, top of the key. Rowland and Wilson at the top of that 2-3. Wilson got a hand on the pass, deflected it out of bounds. It'll stay Hopkinsville basketball with 6:46 to play. Hoptown Tigers up by 2, 53-51.
Yeah, we're extending that 2-3 a little bit on these guys, try to keep that 3 ball down, which is a good job. I mean, we got Jay down low. We can do that.
Over to the right side. Ramey dribbles it back out, level, down low. Kick out to Moses. Moses up, no good. And the ball loose on the floor. Hoptown comes away with it, but it's going to be called a tie-up as Jay Darius got a hand in there just for a fraction of a second, but long enough to get the tie-up called.
Man, we just can't get a loose ball to bounce our way, man. It's almost like the beginning of last year. We just, every loose ball bounced the opposite way we were. Yeah, it was just a tough break there for Caldwell. Had the ball a couple times, we could have had it.
Possession arrow stays with Hoptown. A 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Rowland clears the glass for Caldwell County. Cade Rowland with a lot of pressure, gets it up the court.
He's riding Cade all the way up the floor.
To Whittington. Whittington looks it over the feed, down low to Jay Darius.
That's not a good pass.
That one tough. Had to be perfect and was not. Hoptown back the other way. Nice reverse layup by DeAvery Ramey, the senior. 4-point lead again for Hoptown. Inside it goes to Jay Darius, up and in. Caldwell's got to go to that, but you got to let it set up, Ken, and not make such a tough pass out of the play.
Well, that was a defensive breakdown. The guy had a wide open three there. I just don't think we lost him there for some reason.
Wilson grabs the board for Caldwell County. Inside it goes. Wilson up. Gets fouled on the play. No call. Cam Wilson puts it back up. No good. But he does get fouled on the play. Cam Wilson with some good minutes tonight, Ken, for a sophomore.
So, Dennis, Cam Wilson looks really good. Right now what they're doing, they're high-low in Jay. They got a guy in front and they got a guy behind him. That would be a grand time for a guy to sneak in that key area and just get a wide-open shot if we could get it. Once again, a missed free throw here, Dennis. Cam missed that first one.
Free throws are brutal tonight. We're doing maybe 50% from the line tonight at best. Wilson will get a second. Goodwin Insurance free throw in the air. That one's strong off the back of the rim as well. Nobody under for Caldwell County. And Hoptown comes back up the court, up by 2 as we near 5 minutes to play in the ballgame. 5:15 on the clock. Level, guarded by Whittington. Shot up and in as Level drove it. It was a tip off the fingertips. Was that Parker?
Luke blocked it and it went around the basket.
Back to a 4-point margin. Rowland working it out front, gives it to Cam Wilson. Cam Wilson looks to drive, gets in the lane, takes it all the way to the hole, up and in. That's the strength of Cam Wilson. But Hoptown quickly back the other way. Ball stripped, and a foul is going to be called. That one's on Rowland. That's 4 on Cade.
Again, Dennis, that looked like a pretty good strip play to me. I don't know that I saw that really.
Kind of best of times, worst of times as far as fouls called. That first half, they were letting them play. We made the comment on that. It was good officiating because they were letting it happen on both ends. But out of the locker room, a lot tighter calling. That one deflected off the foot of a Tiger. It's going to be Hoptown ball underneath with 4:40 to play in this one. 57-55. Caldwell County trails by 2. Out of the corner, Hoptown gets it to Bradley Jr. Bradley Jr. spin move to Level. Level with some quickness gets in the lane, splits a couple of defenders, and spins it off the glass up and in. Caldwell County having trouble getting over that hump. They'll get within 2. Akins in traffic in the lane, has it knocked away. Turnover Caldwell County quickly back the other way, up and in, Hart. And it's going to be a full timeout by Coach Mitchell as this one getting close to slipping away. 61-55, Hoptown back in 1 minute.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements. The Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Let's mingle and jingle in Cadiz. This 2-day shopping extravaganza is November 15th and 16th and continues to grow each year. The first 200 people will receive Love Local goodie bags filled with great swag, coupons, and more. Thanks to presenting sponsor FNB Bank, teaming up with the Trigg County Chamber of Commerce and WKDZ WHVO to sponsor the event. Be sure to register at any participating location for a chance to win a $250 grand prize. Mingle and jingle till you drop November 15th and 16th in Cadiz, Kentucky.
Hopkinsville Electric System wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
We're back to the cab. A good one coming down to the wire, but Hopkinsville starting to put a little cushion on the lead. 61-55. 4:11 left to go in the ball game. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker here with you on the call tonight. It's going to be Caldwell County basketball, but now down by 6. Again, you can't let it get much farther than this. Still some time, though. 4:11 left in the ball game.
We just need some good possessions here on offense, Dennis, and lock these guys down on defense and get back on defense. Transition. Don't let them get out and run on us like that.
Rolling off a screen out front.
Good,
Jay Darius gets the miss. Kicks it back out. Wanted to go back out. Instead, hits the baseline with it.
Listen, stop putting the ball on the floor when you got it right under the basket. You put the ball on the floor, they get down with you. You're 6'7". Catch it, go back up with it.
Catch it, stay up high
That's
with
right.
that basketball.
Keep them hands up there high, buddy.
It is level to Hart. Hart goes underneath to Moses.
So we're going to have to go man now to get them, get them into a little bit of a, a little more hurry-up offense,
Bradley Jr. gives it back up after good defense by Parker down low. Hoptown looks like they want to run a little bit of clock as well, Ken, with that 6-point lead, so they'll pull it back out with Ramey. Ramey goes off a screen from Moses, puts up a left elbow jumper, rebound underneath by Moses. And a timeout called when Moses came down. I thought they were going to call the foul. It is a timeout, Hopkinsville, with 3:13 left to play. Hoptown up by 6, back in 30 seconds.
What are we going to do? Doctor, will he be okay?
Unexpected happens. Goodwin Insurance Agency has you covered with auto, home, life, commercial, boat, and RV insurance. That way, when the unexpected happens...
Congratulations, it's a girl.
You're covered.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Welcome back out of the U-Ride timeout. Caldwell County trails in this one 61-55, 3:13 left to play in the ball game. And Ken, it's a game where Caldwell County is starting to struggle a little bit on the boards. They controlled everything in the first 4 minutes of the ball game and route to a 12-0 lead, but now it seems like every loose ball or Hopkinsville back on the boards getting some offensive rebounds, and Caldwell County is really struggling right now to put the ball in the hole.
Well, they jumped out on us there in transition a little bit, Dennis. They beat us down the court in a couple of possessions and got a cheap, easy basket there.
Hoptown Tigers inbound the ball. Whittington went for the tie-up, didn't get it. Hoptown works it around top of the key. Level now, left wing or right wing. Kickball is going to be called on Whittington. Good defense. Caldwell County trying to close out and double team, put some pressure on this basketball as time about to become an issue. 3:03 still left. But Hoptown with the lead and the basketball. Into the backcourt it goes to Level. Level off a screen is loose. Left elbow jumper, no good. Jay Darius high with the board.
Nope.
Rolling with the basketball, takes it all the way down to the block, pulls it back out. Skip pass to Whittington. Whittington in the corner, pulls up. Short jumper is good. A much needed basket for Caldwell County, and Colin Whittington delivers 61-57. About 2.5 to play. Bradley Jr. driving on Parker. A kick out. Hart for three, and it's good.
You gotta be on him. Oh, man.
64-57, biggest lead of the night now for Hoptown.
That was a dagger.
Underneath, it goes to Cam Wilson on a nice entry pass from Whittington. Misses the shot, but gets fouled hard on the play. Cam Wilson to the line, but a 7-point lead now for Hoptown with 2:16 to play.
Just had a little bit of lapse there on our defense, Dennis. Kind of fell asleep. That guy kind of crept out that three-point line, and he drained it.
Wilson's
free
throw off the back of the rim, and that's a key here, and especially in the second half. But Caldwell County has not shot the free throws well all game, but they've been worse than normal here in the second half. That one also a miss. Big J tried to tip it out, but had to watch going over the back. 2:10 to go. Bradley Jr. out front, guarded by Parker. To Moses. Moses let it go. Wilson comes up with the steal. Cam takes it to the hole up. No good. That one would have been big. Instead, it's Hoptown the other way with Level. Level feeds it down low to Giltner, back in the ball game out of the timeout. To Level out front, guarded closely by Whittington. Whittington's going to get called for the hand check out front. Under 2 to play with 1:44 now to go. And things starting to get dire for the Tigers. Bradley Jr. to put it in play. Steal and off of Caldwell County. Luke pointed the other way and had me fooled on it. He convinced me, but did not convince the Stripes. And it stays
Luke was convicted
basketball.
on that play, Dennis.
Bradley Jr. again to inbound, gets level in the backcourt. Colin Whittington putting the pressure on in the backcourt. They try to feed it and do to Bradley Jr. up and in. Biggest lead of the night now for Hoptown. Caldwell County less than a minute and a half. A steal picked up by Hart. Couldn't pick up his number for a second, and a foul on the far sideline. 66-57. Pax Aikens to check back into the ball game. Stay tuned after this one's over. We'll have the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame report. That'll include the joint barbecue talk with Coach Chuck Mitchell after this one's over. Hoptown battled back from a 12-0 deficit to start the ball game, now with a 9-point lead and just over a minute to play. It is Ramey with the basketball and fouled by Rowland, and that may do it for Cade on the night. Cade, the first Tiger to foul out. And Ken, the way this one was being officiated in the first half, I didn't think anybody had a worry of getting fouled out.
Yeah, they let us play a little bit, and then they started getting a little tacky there at the very start of that third quarter. We had a couple of steals and it didn't go our way, unfortunately, for the Tigers, and Hoptown took advantage of that.
1:09 left in the ball game. Aikens comes back, fouls level in the backcourt. Caldwell County has to now, Ken.
Yeah, it's just going to be tough for us to come back from this now, Dennis. They got
It's a 3-possession game right now, and it's
going to be really hard.
Level at the line for 2, and this can make it a 4-possession game and all but seal it, and makes the first. 10-point margin.
They're making their free throws, and we're not.
That's been a big difference. That's been one of the things. Miss on the free throw.
That was over the back on the.
Throws it off Giltner, but yeah, Caldwell County will have possession.
Let's go. Let's go, guys.
Dribbles it across. 1 minute to play. Aikens to Whittington. Whittington wants to drive. Gets to the baseline. Gets cut off. Spin move up. And no good. Rebound underneath by number 14. That is Cam Spikes into the ball game. Spikes gets fouled on the putback attempt. Caldwell needs all of this that they can get a chance to score with the clock stopped. 49 seconds left in this one, but Caldwell County down by 10 at this point, 67-57. Another free throw missed by the Tigers. I think, Ken, if we make 75% of our free throws, this one is down to maybe a 1 or 2 point ball game.
Absolutely, Dennis. That's just, once again, it's an Achilles heel last year on a couple of games for us,
Second one by Spikes is good. A U-Ride timeout on the court. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Back out of the U-Ride, timeout. Caldwell County in a bad spot right now. 49 seconds left on the clock. Down 9. Hopkinsville with the basketball. Caldwell County has to foul quickly. Went for the steal. Now it's level. Up court pass to Giltner. Giltner up and in. And if it wasn't over before that timeout, Ken, I think that does it for Caldwell County. 69-58. Hoptown with an 11-point advantage after being down 12 in the first quarter. Jay Darius with a 3-point shot, and that's good. 69-61, still 28 seconds left. Another U-Ride timeout called after the make by Coach Chuck Mitchell. We'll keep it right here, Camden, and set the stage for this one. Ken, a lot of things changed in that second half. The calls were starting to be a little bit closer. Caldwell County had trouble adjusting on that.
We didn't adjust.
Cade Rowland got in some foul trouble on both ends of the court. Free throws were big. Hopkinsville made the vast majority of theirs. Caldwell County has struggled tonight from the line.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of struggles from the free throw line, Dennis, and we've just, it's just work to do. It's early in the season. We'll make our mistakes. We'll see where we can improve on things. Overall, I like the intensity the team had tonight. I like the defensive effort we had. Got a little lazy on a couple of different defensive possessions, but overall, pretty good defensive effort. Hoptown's played a good game. They got down early. They didn't give up. They didn't start pointing fingers. They didn't quit. They came back and cut it to a 4-point lead at halftime for us, and then they took over in the third quarter. It was a huge third quarter for them.
I think this is going to be a big game for Caldwell County, getting some of these football players back into the shape and understanding what we want to do offensively and defensively. As Hoptown could not get the ball in, they'll call a timeout. But Coach Thomas talked about the same thing. She had most of her team play volleyball and talked about it on the post-game report a couple of days ago after the girls' opening season loss. And it takes a while to get these players into the system and back into the shape. And I think you play this same game maybe 3 weeks from now, a month from now, I don't think you're going to have the same outcome.
Yeah, you just never know, Dennis. I mean, I thought the way we looked tonight to start the game was as good as we looked all year. I mean, it's early, but I mean, even last year, I mean, that looked like a team that was going to just.
That was 4 minutes of pretty really good basketball.
Chuck needs to save that tape and let them watch it and see what they look like and what they did there. I tell you what we're doing here. Now you're looking for things in this point of the game. Little things that you might do later on,
right?
Like putting Jay on the inbounds passer on that press. He's got Luke back deep. He's got Jay on the inbounds press, and that's a hard man to get the ball around or over for sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of. I know
little
some coaches
here and there.
Want to add the defender somewhere else. I'm all for putting your tallest player on the ball anytime you're throwing in.
Yeah,
off the baseline.
Ask Rick Pitino how that worked out for him.
Yeah, that's where I formed my opinion probably. Was not guarding that inbounds play back then. Hoptown does get it in, and a foul is going to be called, sending number 4, DeAvery Ramey, the senior, to the free throw line. 25 seconds left in this one. Both teams will even their records at 1-1 on the year. Ramey at the stripe. Right now, you have a 3-possession game, but Ramey makes the first and can make it a 4-possession, which is next to impossible at this point. Checking in for Caldwell County is Mitchell Phelps. Cam Spikes will come out of the ball game. As Ramey steps to the line and buries it. Ken, I think that's been the difference in the ball game, especially here in the second half. As Ramey gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. But free throw shooting, Hopkinsville has been deadly tonight.
Yeah, they've really shot well, and we haven't. And that's probably, if they shot like we did, that'd be about a, 10-point difference probably.
Akins with a runner, no good. Ramey with the board. We'll see if Coach Mitchell does pull the troops back, and they're going to walk this one out. 71-61 is going to be the final, as Caldwell County will drop the home opener tonight to Hopkinsville. 71-61 here at the Cab. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame report next.
Is there anything we can do for you? Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky wants to help. At Johnson's, we get excited when you walk in the door or call for assistance. We look forward to solving your problems and lending a hand. We carry most major appliances, including GE washers, GE dryers, and GE refrigerators. We also carry parts and offer service. Johnson's in Marion, Kentucky wants to be your appliance store and service center. Let Johnson